Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Card round 34, week 2. It's lovely to be back on at the usual time, let's say. And what a surprise when I started the stream. I had 6 watching already, which I never have 6 watching already. Now I'm hoping the doggo, I've just given her a treat under my desk. She was a little bit naughty last week, if you were watching. And yes, I was getting a bit stressed, so I apologise about that. But yeah, Craig was tinkering about with his car and she kept hearing him coming in and out and it just like, and then at one point he didn't shut the door and she ran down the street. So yeah, so we're back online and I'm hoping she's going to behave and sit under my desk. Craig's just been up and said, if she starts, I'll take her. She's not, I think she's used to me doing it on a morning, maybe. So anyway, let's see. Oh, now we're having a little bark. Come on. What's these treats? We're not having barking again. I think she does get a bit jealous of me talking to people because sometimes when I'm on the phone, she's a little bit of a diva. So good morning, Melly. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Jill. Good morning, Val. Good morning, Betty. And I've said Anne already. And oh, I think I've repeated a few names, but good morning if you're on. Oh, hi, Kate. Pleased to have you all on. She's found some paper now. So we'll just move that. We'll just move that and you can play with that. Honestly, it's going to be one of those days again. So we're on to week 2 already of the polar bears. Betty's excited. And last week's was a very, very simple card. A little bit harder card this week. It's not hard. They're never really hard cards on a Tuesday. But before we start, I want to mention a couple of the classes I've got coming up. I'm hoping to add 2 more classes before the end of the year. Hi, Hannah. Lovely to have you on. I'm hoping to add a couple more classes before the end of the year and possibly an in-person one in November as well. I've been asked to do an in-person one with the Advent kit and the tags kit. So look out for that. I'm hoping to do that. Obviously, that has to be done before December. So I'm hoping to do that towards the end of November. So, oh, hi, Anne, as well. So do look out for that. What else have I got coming up? Well, I'm going to turn the camera around and then I can show you my desk. Okay, so the next coffee and card, which I advertised super duper early because of me trying to earn the Stampin' Up trip, is the coffee and card round 35 using the Christmas Classics stamp set, which is a really great greeting set. Just a few images in it as well, but it's got lots of usable greetings in there, nice fonts as well. So that's really, really nice set to have, set of 15 stamps. We're going to be popping that, and it's a really reasonable price because there's no dies included. Come on under here. There's no dies included in this one. I'll die cut things for you. We're doing lots with this lovely gingham ribbon, if you can see that on here. Doing lots with the gingham ribbon and the linen thread, so it's right up my street. And the papers are the Joy of Christmas, I think they're called, papers. So yeah, Nested Essentials dies. Betty, I know you ordered these and you ordered the garden green. Did I send you those with your order already early? I can't remember. You have already paid for it, Betty, and I'm sure you ordered the dies and the garden green, and I can't remember if I've sent you them. I think I did send you them in with the kit for this one. Just check, though, if that's all right. I'm sure I did, because I thought, oh, I'll send those to Betty now, and then she can have them. If I haven't, I apologize. Oh, I have a few. So did I send you the ink pad, the garden green ink pad, and the dies? Just remind me. At least I know sometimes what I'm doing. So that's that one. Did have a booking from Val last night for that. So thank you, darling. I'm doing really well for that one, I think. Let me just check my little book. because I have everything written down in a book. I'm still very much, I've got 14 booked on that one, which is fabulous. Let's get that to 17 and then I can be number 18. So 3 more. So that's great. Had a few bookings for this class, which is using these gorgeous papers, which aren't available to customers until the 7th of November. But this is the meandering meadow papers, and I'm doing a lovely stamper stack with these on the 2nd of December, just so we have a little bit of a break from the Christmas cards and everything. So that's open for booking. I've had a few bookings for that. Thank you so much for that, for those of you who've booked on that. Okie doke, so I'll move that out of the way. So that's 2nd of December, and I've got my bumper bingo night, which is on the 20th of December. Now, I have got a class this Saturday, which I haven't videoed yet. For anybody who wants to watch along, or if you if you missed out on it and think, oh, I'd quite like to do that now, then I can sort that out for you, and the videos will. Did you book the stamper stack? Yes, I'm sure you did. Yeah, you did book the stamper stack, Betty. Yeah. So this Saturday I'm doing the masks class, and it's using the Abundant Beauty masks, and it's these gorgeous sunflowers. The only stamping on this card is the thanks. So I've teamed this class with the Biggest Wish stamp set because I think it's so super useful and it's a good focal point on a card. So these I've done with the masks. Call them stencils. Hi Fiona, did you book on the stamper stack? Oh, sorry. I don't think you did, Betty. I will check. Can I check after the end? I don't think you're in my book. I'll check at the end. There's 2 options for the stamper stack. There's one just with the papers and then there's one with the stamp set. I know Fiona just recently booked the one with the stamp set. So this one, you can do this. You can sign up to this if you want after the event, and I can send you all the goodies. But yeah, I just have 2 ladies doing this with me on Saturday. But that one was made with the stencils, and then this one's exactly the same. But I don't know if you can see. I've then stamped everything and then run it through the tiled embossing folder. So it's given it a really, oh, there you can see. Okay, so that's on Saturday. If you want something to do, you come out, come on here. Okay, right. Let's get cracking with this week's card. So I gave you a preview. Oh, it's not even in my bag. This is the card that we're doing this week. Okay, so again, there's not a lot. That sounded like Paul Daniels then. There's not a lot that you need this week. So in your kit here, all we have is a Misty Moonlight card and a piece of Very Vanilla for the snow. Okay, so we are going to have to tear some cards today. So apologies if you don't like doing that, but it's only a piece of card. Right, I need to find my papers, which I've put away. Oh, Julie, how very organised of you. So, what papers are we using today? We are going to use, not that, we're going to use that one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look which ones we're going to use. I need to actually open a new pack of these because let's get that one out. We're going to use that one, and we are going to use this one that's the scene with the bears. Let me get a new pack out. Actually, I don't need to get one out. I'll just show you. So it's the scene, and it's got the bears on the icebergs. It's a big scene, 12 by 12. We need that one today. You don't have to use that one if you don't want to, but you must. I mean, you've got 2 pieces of it. Keep the bottom. We need the bottom part. We're actually going to use, I've used here, the very top part. Now it's actually a bit lighter. Let me open these. Because I've got enough. I've got enough. Where have I put the scissors, Julie? Where have you put those scissors? Oh, heck. I tidied up this morning before I started. And they were there, but anyway, never mind. I've got some more. She says. Oh. I don't know where those ones are. If anyone can see my scissors on my desk, then let me know. Okay, never mind. I've got myself a brand new pack of snips because I did the usual thing. I keep one for ribbon and then I end up using it for other stuff. I'm terrible like that. So, I need to open a new pack anyway because I've got some designs to do. So let's find the paper that we need. Here it is, and I'll show you what we're going to do. It's this piece here. We only need one. Now you're thinking, oh gosh, I don't want to cut into that one, Julie, but we're going to have to. You can always buy another pack. Right. We do need this bottom piece for a lovely card. Hiya, Chris. We do need this bottom piece for a lovely card, so don't touch that. Don't go down the sides of it. We need the full length of it that way. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut a little bit. I think you can get away with just cutting 8 centimetres worth off. Okay, so I'll grab my trimmer that I've now put lots of stuff on top of. So let's cut it at about 8. And then it wants to be the full width of the card, which is 14.8 centimetres. Now, you don't have to cut into this. Keep this. We need it for the last card of the session. You don't have to cut into that if you don't want to. You can leave it Misty Moonlight. It's up to you. Okay? So, I just thought we need a tree, actually, from another piece of paper. So, we do need another one. Just ignore me. We do need a tree from... I've cut the tree out of this one. The one that looks like Frozen. The film. Okay? So, right. Oh, now that we're sorted. Okay, so that's going to get stuck to the card there. You can do that if you want. I just think it's nice. It makes it a bit darker. Makes it look more like a sky. So we'll stick that to the top there. And that was 8 centimetres by 14.8. And then here we're going to have our snow. Okay. Now what I want you to do is you just tear it towards you. Okay. And you can do it. Oh. You can just tear it like that. I like to see that edge. If you think you need, just be conscious that you don't want to go too smaller than that's only comes to 8 and this is 10.5, so you don't want to go tear too much off there, but you can go quite up. There's a bit of a snowdrift going on here, but that's all good. I quite like that. I don't like that sort of square edge there, so I'll just, and then we'll just you can dispose of the bit that you've torn off. That's not really useful for another project. So what we're going to do, we're going to stamp Christmas in Balmy Blue. Now, I did use these stamps last week. And I don't know if I cleaned them, which is bad. So let me get my cleaner out. We'll get the old stamping scrub out. Oh, now, actually, for those of you who shopped with me on my online store in September, your gifts have gone out a little bit late this month. They went out yesterday, second class, and I gave people, and I'm sure I saved one for me, and I don't know where I've put it. I have sent people this time a Simply Chamois stamp cleaner in one of these clear boxes. Okay, so it's actually the chamois in the wrapper, so you need to take it out of the wrapper and then you need to wet it and then you put it in the box. Now, I would advise that if you can try and pierce a little hole in this box so it doesn't go a bit foisty, but then you keep your stamp cleaner in here, your chamois, and you clean your stamps. The reason why I got that for people is that I think it's not something maybe that people would purchase. They might buy a pack of pretty papers before they'd purchase the stamp cleaner. So I thought, right, this month I'm going to send people the Simply Chamois. And also it was quite light for posting as well. I do spend a lot on postage each month. Okay, so we're using Merry and Christmas this morning. Just get my book. I'm using 2 ink pads. I'm using Balmy Blue for the Christmas, and I'm using Misty Moonlight for the Merry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp as close to the bottom right corner with the Christmas as I can. There we go, stamped very nicely. So that's the Balmy Blue, pale blue. You've got yours, Anne, thank you. I just thought it's a nice little tool to use. And if you already had one and it's got a little bit grubby, then you've got a new one now. And then I'm going to use Merry in Misty Moonlight. And what I like about this is because I'm using a darker one, I can have it hanging over the word Christmas and you'll still see it because it's a lot darker. And I just love how you can build these up. Now, I probably should have left a little bit of room for my tree, but I think I'm all right for room, possibly. Okay, we can actually stamp this onto, not stamp, glue it. Now, another little fact about this week's card, if you're posting cards, this is a good one for posting because it's another flat one. So 2 weeks, we've had two flat cards in 2 weeks. So that's there. Okay, and then we're just going to, we've done all our stamping, we're just going to add the polar bears. Now, if you want to, oh, you know, I've got thinking now. Should I do the polars or should I do different animals? You know? Should I stick to what I did? Let's stick to what I did. So, I have used this one here at the top, near the top. Now, there's only one full one like that without a scarf on or a Christmas jumper that's facing that way. Now, it's up to you. I wanted mine to be a bit more authentic and not have Christmas jumpers on. I wanted it to look like they were sort of out in the wild. I know there's a random Christmas tree there, but it's up to you. But I don't really want to cut into that brand new sheet. So I might actually do them with a Christmas jumper on this one. But I like it facing that way as if they're looking at the tree. So I think I will use this one at the top. And then I like that little baby one there. So there's one here. And then I like this one above it. So what would look nice is that one that's sat down as well. So we'll just detach these two from the paper. And then we'll cut these out, and then we've just got our tree to cut out. Did we watch Strictly, ladies? What did we think of Strictly last Saturday? They always have a week where some of them are a little bit poor. And that was this week, I think. A few mistakes. Oh, Fiona thinks I should do different. Sorry, Fiona. I've stuck with the polars. I popped your new stamp set in as well, Val. It's Halloween week on Strictly this week, but I'm not really a fan. I'm not a fan of the theme weeks. I don't mind the musicals week, because when it's musicals week, it's near to the semi-final then, and it's there's really only decent ones left, and don't go too daft with it. Yeah, I think she's been struggling with her mental health. I thought she was a very talented dancer. She was a potential finalist for me. I think there's about 7 that could be in the final, you know, it's a very strong year. So when I'm cutting these out, I mentioned it every week when I do it, I leave a little bit. It's normally white space, but with this one it's blue space, so I'm leave a little bit of blue around the edge just to make the image pop when it's on the project. Oh, that's not me, that's the papers making that funny noise. There we go. So that one has got a scarf on. And I'm going to pop that one up there and the little one there. And then I'm going to cut one of the trees out. Oh, I'm going to cut this one because it's just near the edge here. And I'm hoping it's going to squeeze on, because I didn't think about it when I stamped my Mary. Oh, I've got 17 of you on this morning. Please do say hi if you're watching. Please don't be shy. I'm here every Tuesday at 10:30 UK time. If I'm not, then I do normally do it on the same day. If I'm not at home, then I pre-record, but I'm very rarely not at home at the moment. So I'm just cutting this one out with the star on top. Our scissors. Yeah, I'm thinking it is nice with that little bit of extra colour on. I mean, if we cover a little bit of the Merry over, it doesn't. Oh, let's move it up a bit. Let's move it up a bit there. That's fine. So I am going to use my wet glue, my Tombow for this, to glue these down. I do love my tape runner now. Oh, Lucy and Ernie are watching on. Ernie, happy birthday for the other day, Ernie, for your first birthday. That's going to go there. So Lucy, a friend of mine, if Lucy's watching, from London, who I met on the Strictly quiz, came up to Pudsey to a Strictly 30th party at the weekend, and I think the guy is a friend of yours. It's called Dan. But yeah, small world. Oh, I know, Betty. He is my favourite, and not because of, like, the life that he's had and things like that. I just think he's a remarkable young man, and I think he's such a polite young man, and he's the same age as my Evan as well. And my Evan used to dance, and I just think if he still danced, he'd look like Bobby. But I just think he's a lovely soul. I just think he's gorgeous. I'm going to put this one up here. They're all looking at the tree. They're thinking, why on earth is there no decorations on that tree apart from a star? Yes, I saw you on some photos, Betty. He's so lovely. Bobby, yeah, I think he's fantastic. So I just hope it's not. I just don't like the silly Halloween dances. I don't think they're really memorable, the silly ones. My favourite ever Halloween one was Frankie Bridge dancing a tango to Defying Gravity from Wicked with Kevin Clifton. And it was absolutely brilliant. And it wasn't silly. No one had masks on and silly makeup. Well, she was green, but that was in keeping with the theme. So the card is finished. So this was the original, and this is the one, and the polar bear's got his scarf on this one, but everything else is more or less the same. The trees are slightly different. I thought they were the same, but that one's darker with a light accent, and that one's lighter with a dark accent. So yes, I've obviously chosen. Yeah, I can see the other one now. I've chosen a different tree, but that is this week's. Oh, was that because she planned her a surprise party? Bless her. So yeah, that's this week's card, girls. I love making these. I'm doing well for my Christmas cards. I must have. I did do a poll on my Instagram, and I think I've got about. I had 41 at the time, but I think I'm probably up to 45 cards now. So that's week 2's card. And then week 3's next week is one that it's a similar to one I've done before, using up your scraps, but it's always a favourite. Oh, that sounds good. Have a great day on Wednesday. So this is next week's that we're going to do. I do have a couple of different designs in this because I've made this one. I've actually made it 3 times. So have I got an alternative? Yeah, this is next week's, and I've used different polar bears. Well, that one's the same, but the trees are different. But yeah, I've done this card 3 times so far, so I'll be making it a 4th because I did one to design the class. Or this one I've used different ribbon because I actually ran out of this ribbon. One to design the class. One I did on my demo day, And then I got asked by a Canadian demonstrator to do a demo on one of her customer events. So I did that card to share with them. So I will be sharing this design next week. That will be week 3. So I'm looking forward to doing that one with you. Time are we on? Oh, it's just 11. I do keep timing this, absolutely, sometimes to perfection. Right, let's see what Madam... Oh, she's curled up and she's asleep under the desk. Good girl. Good girl. So let me just put this week's card back out. So, what I do need to talk about is, in fact, I'll put the card out. So there's the card, and then I'm going to switch the camera around. Okay, so I'm back on me. I wanted to talk about the Stampin' Up opportunity and joining Stampin' Up. There's just a week left, and maybe answer any questions about what it means to join Stampin' Up. We have an amazing offer on this month, and I've had no one join my team this month, which is, I think it's a fab offer. If you spend a lot each month, it might be worth your while actually joining and getting a discount on your products. Because it's our 35th anniversary, for this month only, you can put the starter kit, which actually just means products. You do get some catalogues in it, but it's really products. And you can choose anything. Is usually £99, and you get to choose £130 worth of products. For this month, you can either pay less, so you can choose £130 worth of products, so still the same amount, but only pay, I think I've got this right, £64.35. I think it's 64.35. So you're saving 35%. And we're 35 years old, so that's the deal. Or for those of you who like more, you don't pay 35% more, you get 35% more. So you still pay the 99 and you get £175.50 worth of stuff in your starter kit for the £99. Now it ships to you for free, so there's no shipping to pay, and you can choose anything up to the value. Now you can actually choose pre-order items, so you can choose the Meadow Suite, you can choose any of the online exclusive that aren't available to demonstrators yet. So that's another win-win. So, you know, you could get £130 of stuff for £64.35. You could get the new stuff in that £130. It ships to you for free. And then you can actually join for free Stampin' Up's On Stage at Home event. It's an exclusive event for demonstrators, and it's normally £72 to do it. It's an all-day event at home, watching demonstrations, and you get access to that and ideas and things, and they share the new catalogue, and you'll see previews of things, and that is on the 11th of November, and you will get access to that for free. So it's just amazing. And I don't know if I've not told enough people about it, or if, I mean, I mention it in my newsletter every week, but it's an amazing offer. So if anyone does want to talk to me about it, please let me know. It ends on the 31st of October, so there's another week. Okay, bless you. So it really, really is fabulous. Fabulous. Oh, thanks for your company, Chris. Thank you for your lovely comment. Thank you, Fiona, for always asking for thumbs ups. Betty, we love having you on a Tuesday morning. I love that you do this now. Sign me up. Right, well, we'll have a chat, Betty, and because I want to help you get set up and things like that. I can't sign you up. I have to get you to do it, so I might need to talk you through that. But it'd be lovely to have you back. So yes, I think that's all for this week. As always, if you have any questions, please just get in touch with me. And if you do want to book on any of my events, I've just popped the event thing across the bottom. That's the website for booking on events. Thank you for your support. I love my Tuesday mornings too. And I've been a little bit I've not crafted much recently, and I think, and I sort of knew this would happen. I put everything into September to try and earn the trip, and energy wise and offers and customers were like really helping me out, that I knew October would be a little bit quiet. So and I just need to sort of catch my breath as well. So but I'm back on it. I love the bingo night last week. The next bingo is the 20th of December. It's a festive one and it's a bumper one. We're doing 4 games of bingo. So that's all from me for this week. I do keep saying I'm going to try and go live, and I will try and go live at some point during the week, but I can't. I just, with the dog and with just things with family and health wise and stuff at the moment, it's really hard to commit to things, but we will get there. So I will definitely see you though next Tuesday morning, which is Halloween. But don't worry, we won't be doing anything for Halloween. But yeah, have a brilliant week. It's just started chucking it down here now. And I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.